Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Emily and you're very welcome here. It is Thursday, November the 17th. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I know it looks like the middle of the night. It is the greyest, dullest, autumnist day ever known to man outside. It is pouring with rain and it is yuck. So I'm sorry about the light. I've done the best I can. I've got my light up there, which is currently blinding me, but we'll get through. Right. Thank you so much to everybody who responded so well to my last video, and I'm now well into the 2,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 2030 as of this morning, so that's not tipping around, a few up, a few down, a few up, a few down. That's great. And lots of people, hang on, I'm going to have to give you Bella. Look, I've got a little belly here. Look at my Belle. She got big. She got big. She doesn't like being held. She's not a kind of cat. Look at her. Hi. She's not the kind of cat that likes being held. She likes to be near, but she doesn't like to be held. She's now going to Scooby. You coming in the Scooby space? She's just sleepy. She's a very bumpy, delightful cat. She's got a very, very long tail. Here she is. Come and sit on me now. Hey, Belle. She's going to sit in my lap now. There's some Belle. She's one of these head down, butt up cats. Very long, almost prehensile tail this cat has. Anyway, she's lovely. She's been out all night and she's dripping wet this morning because it's pouring with rain, and there's lots of innards on the floor downstairs from various mice and things she's caught and eaten in the night. She's a very good little catcher. All little rodenty things. Nothing would be too sad about her catching. So she's a good girl. There's my little Belle. Bella Boo is her name, but we call her Belle, or Belly, because she's got a very small head and a very round tummy. She's in my lap just now. I will, in fact, if she will hold still for me, I'll take a photo of her sitting in my lap, which I'll put here for you so you can see what I've got in my lap here. Anyway. So yeah, I had a lovely response, lots and lots of comments. I will be doing the drawing for my little, it's still here where I put it last week, I have not lost it, the little bunny needle minder. So I'll be drawing for that. Okay, Belle likes the look of that. She's not having it. Somebody else is having that, Belly, that's not yours. There we are, she's gone to sit on my cross stitch now. She always sits on the on the dark fabric because then she can drop her white hairs. Never the black hairs, only the white hairs. I've lost my thread. Right. So, big day for me today because I am activating an awful lot of listings in my Etsy shop. Now, I had loads of orders. Thank you so much. All the old stuff. The old stuff. The stuff that has been sitting in my shop for months and months and months. And all of a sudden I've had loads of people go and buy little bits and bobs from me. Thank you ever so much. Honestly, I can't tell you the difference it makes. There is a very big, substantial dump of stuff going on this afternoon, actually. When I finish recording this video, I'm going to put my shop on holiday. I've got the thread drops, another pile of the tentacly needle minders, because when I put the picture up on Instagram of that, I've had a lot of positive comments about the tentacly needle minders, so I've made quite a few. They take me quite a while to make. They are a little bit more expensive than my normal needle minders, just because each one takes me 40 minutes maybe to make. So that's 40 minutes missing stitching time. Anyway, I really like making them. It's not, for me, the polymer clay, the Fimo, that's another hobby. I've always had Fimo. I've always played with it. I've had it since I was probably 18 or 19 years old, and I'm 46 now, so you know, it's been one of those things. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to start this to make money, which, you know, my Etsy is to help pay for my children's Christmas. It's not going to be my predominant job. I have my predominant job, as we all know, because I talk about it all the time. Belle's coming back. Hello, Belle. Are you settling down? She's going to knock my light over now. Oh, she's a monkey. She's just a monkey in cat shape. Belle, will you settle? I know, I picked her up. She was settled. She was sleeping. Now she's going to go and sleep on the Amazing Animal Kingdom, which is face up. That's exactly what she's doing. Okay, yeah, so there's an awful lot going in. There's a contribution to posting going on. The absolute minimum post to the US now has gone up again, but it is what it is, and we all understand and know about that. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on about that. There is a lot of stuff going in. What I can show you right now this minute, Belly, will you get off my stuff, is the box of unfinished needle minders that I have found. These are either new ones that I've done recently in the last 2 weeks, or old ones I found a lot. These are ready to be resined. So at the moment you have the stamp on the wood, and then it doesn't yet have the resin dome on it, and it obviously doesn't have the 2 magnets and the cabochon on the back. So I found a few of these, and by a few I mean a few hundred. So we have everything in here. Let's just see what just fell out there. Falling out, I have Gandhi. I have Henry V on his horse with all his regalia on. I have a hovercraft. I've got a British stamp. I've got, that's Harry Potter. A bumblebee. Oh, one of these lovely chromatic ones. Oh, 2 in fact. I actually love these so much. I bought a mint set. Now some of my stamps are mint, and I'll buy an old mint set, and some of them, like Edinburgh Castle, that's been posted from Trafalgar Square. Oh wow! On the 14th of September 85? Is that anybody's birthday? Edinburgh Castle. See, this has a postmark on it, so this has been through the Royal Mail. So some of them have got dates and posts. If I can read the postmark on it, I will put it on the listing, because if I found a needle minder that was posted on the day I was born, I would want it. And then I have Aberfeldy Bridge, which, you know, somebody might have been there, might have seen it. Beautiful lighthouse. That one is Needles, off the Needles. It's down in Cornwall. I've got good old Elizabeth I. This one has a bit of a postmark on it. Mint condition Elizabeth I, and another one. And then some bluebells and some flowers here. And these ones here are pre-decimalisation. That's 4D. That's 4 shillings. So this is pre-1970 doodah. This stamp has been around longer than I've been alive, which that's part of the things that I love about these. And it's been sitting in probably just in a packet somewhere, and now somebody's going to have that sitting on their work, and they're going to look at it and they're going to love it. But I have everything in here. Here is Alexandra Palace, London 1990. You know, and I make them, and of course they all have the Queen on them, because our British stamps all have the Queen's head on. There we go. Look, they all have the Queen's head on. Oh look, there's 2 of the Brontes. That's Mrs. Gaskell and that's Charlotte Bronte. Oh, I love them. I can look at them forever. Oh look, and we've got Luke Skywalker just minding his own business in there. So I've got a lot to do, and I've got hundreds of them. So, you know, I've got bottles and bottles of resin. I just need to do it. But I love the stamps because they're so, each one is, Bella's now behind my bed. She is down there because it's a sleigh. So it's like, has a gap big enough for a cat with a very small head to squeeze in. This is a channel about cross stitch, but my Etsy shop will be open shortly. So my Etsy is Crafty6. I'm going to put it up in big letters here. Now, if you can't find the shop, Just go into the search on Etsy and put Crafty 6, just like this, and it's a robin. And you just click shop, and you should be able to find me. I will put a link in the description box below. I won't always put a link. In fact, I very rarely put the links in because I am hopeless at doing all of that nonsense. To be honest, if I get through a video, I get it processed, uploading it, I just click upload, and then I might go back and link something later. But I'm not one of these that links everything I've ever touched, because we all have Google. But I will link my shop this time, possibly now. Every time I'm going to try and update the shop every few weeks or so, hopefully, as I do more needle minders. I'd like to keep them ticking over. So if you want something, then you can keep looking, keep checking, see if there's a new stamp that grabs your attention, or a different. I'm going to try and change things up a bit. So in this big load, I've got these little guys going in, the rest of these, but next time it might be pigs, it might be sheep, it might be dogs. You'll have to wait and see what I make next time, what I sit and knit a whole pile of next time. This time it was bunnies, but this little bunny's going to be going to one of you guys who commented on my last video. I'm gonna get my housekeeping out of the way before my cross stitch, actually, because I have only worked on the 3 pieces, and because I've been so busy I haven't done a lot of cross stitch, and it has only been a week. Flossmas was a resounding absolutely. I'm committing right now today to doing a full Flossmas this year, and I've already come up with my plan for my little Gizzity giveaways. There may or may not be, if I can sort myself out in the next week and a half, there may or may not be a little stitch with me kind of kit going into the Etsy shop, if I can sort myself out. But I shall tell you now, they are loosely going to be based on little gizzins about this size. So that's my only hint for Flossmas for this year. But I've got my plan, I know what I'm doing. If I sort myself out in time, I will put some little kits together for Etsy. It might not happen. To that end, here is Flossmas 2021. Oh God. And here is Flossmas 2020. I owe this to somebody, and I have my list of people who entered this. You obviously can't rewatch my Flossmas from 2020 now and enter the competition. That's closed. I've got my list of people. I need to finish this. I need to draw it, and I need to post it to somebody. Oh crikey, now we're really late. But here are I posted about half. Now, I was a bit balmy last year, and I think I gave away something every day. I've posted about half of them, but here in this little box is the rest. And some of them have the names and the things. Some of them I have address labels ready. Some of them, like Candy, who won on the 23rd, here's her needle minder. I've got her name, I've got her address, but I owe her a needle minder from a previous giveaway. So the ones that I posted were slightly difficult, and then I kind of lost my thread at the end of. But if you want something from me, I have it all here. If you want something from me in 2021, I still have it, unless you've got it already. I still have it, and you will get it. It's not that I don't, it's that I'm not very good. But I've decided my brain can't cope with that anymore, and I need to just sort it out and get it done. I do have to watch back through every single, almost about half of my Flossmases now to find the exact item, because some of them have all fallen. Everything was labelled, but you know, life takes over. Now, 2020 Flossmas was an advent, and each day I stitched a tiny pillow, and I have finished up to the 13th. So each one is like this and gets turned into a tiny pillow that I based on Renato Paralin's Christmas pattern, which I'd finished for my parents the year before in 2019, or my first year of cross stitch. So this was a bit more of an undertaking, and it will come with a board with pegs, like a frame with a nice backing on it, and then the buttons, and then you can put each day you can put your number on. So that was my idea for 2020, and to that end everything is in here. I have the finished pieces up to 13 there. I have the finished pillows, I have the backs, I have the wadding, I have the thread. I should have some of the loops. I've got buttons, I've got everything. It's just a case of just sitting down and chugging through it, and then eventually we will do a little drawing. As I say, I think there was about 20 people entered that who watched me all through my first Frostmas. Eventually, guys, eventually. Do you want to see some cross stitch? I've shown you that. I've shown you my stamps, which I have many, and I've shown you those. Right, cross stitch. This week's been a little low on my cross stitch. I'm a little bit behind my targeting because I've been very busy with my Etsy. I have done some stitching though, so I'm going to put up the picture of my treasure hunt bookshelf, my perma project, up here where it was this time last week, and this time this week I'm here. Ooh, my light is terrible today. So I've put in more here, filled in down here a bit, I filled in a little bit more here, and I think I filled in a bit here looking at the picture. I've only just loaded the picture from, yeah, I've taken a screenshot from my last video. So I'm cracking on. I'm currently at, let me find it on my pattern keeper. I'm currently at 6.47, so it being the 17th, I should be over halfway for the month. So I need to sit down and put a good couple of thousand stitches into this. So I'm just under the 0.5%. I'm 200 and yeah, I'm 200 stitches off being halfway for the month. So today probably is going to be a treasure hunt bookshelf kind of day. Once I've sorted out my Etsy shop, it's going to be this kind of a day, and I'll put in some more stitches. I've still got a big pile of 823 to come up here, so I might just do a few hundred stitches there, and then I'll just see where I go. I have started this bit here. I know I need to go back and fill in some gaps. I know that. I just haven't quite. It's very faffy, and odds on, or can almost guarantee if there's a gap it's because the colour's not in my box. I have a full set of DMC, but I'm going to say 5 probably that I've never purchased, and I mean that's ridiculous. Out of 400 I'm missing about 5. Guarantee the 5 I need, that gap, this gap and that gap, and I've just I just need to sort it out. Anyway, that's one of the bits I've been working on. So I haven't done a tremendous amount, but I have done some. Again, my opening gambit, which I'm closing in on a finish. There, it's where it was last video. I have done some, but not as much as I maybe would have liked to have got done this time. I am currently at 88.07, so 88%, and I've just shown you the picture of where it was, and here's the picture of where it is now. So all I've done is just come along here. So I actually moved my Q-snap for the final time, I think, because I'm going to pick him back up here, and I'm going to stitch the other half of this chameleon and come down and hopefully get this bit all right, set this side here, and then I'm going to bring my border across to the point at the bottom, and then there is going to be mistakes here. They are compounding themselves. I've done my best with them so far. That I was spent hours saying it was one of these. It's just a pawn. It's just got a dog's butt sitting on it. Oh no, it was there. It was his paw, wasn't it? It's just his paw. It's just a pawn. I don't know. Sometimes my brain wanders off and I just talk absolute drivel. And I mean absolute drivel. But as you can see, look, this has turned here into the bottom of that. I think. Looking at it there, it looks like it's going to be a jiggle, because that does not look like a straight line down. It looks like it's going to come down there. We'll work it out. It'll be worked out. I've done far too much of it, like 88% of it, to get myself in a muddle. Bella is trying to find somewhere coming to sleep. She is just walking all over everything. Belle, will you just come back up here and settle down? Come here. She's such a silly girl. So that's Opening Gambits, Long Dog Sampler. Oh, I haven't looked on Facebook this morning. She said, I think, that it's going to be a collection, these 9 patterns. Belly, that's my knitting, which I'm going to show. She's being a monkey now. I think it's going to be another collection, and I'm not sure whether I'll certainly not buy it yet, because I'm not buying anything new just at the minute. I have got more than enough to keep me going, I think. This is how my DMCs end up not back in my box. This is it. This is how it happens. I end up using them, putting them down, and not putting them back. Now, my Moon Dragon, which I'm really enjoying. I have put a few stitches into this. I put 700 into it last night, really just so that I had some progress to show you. I've really tried hard this week at doing lots of other things. I've sorted out so much stuff. I found so much stuff to make things with that I've bought over the years. Oh, I can't tell you how much stuff I found. Like all those needle minders that are stamp on, cut, shaped, smoothed, ready to be resined, and I've just got so many of them. There goes my light. Here comes the cat. Belle. She's such a monkey. She's such a monkey. Oh, this tail. Yes, I've got stitching. It's covered in white hair. I'm going to have to take a piece of sellotape to it, I think. Now, my Moon Dragon, which is here. She's got her claws in my leg. Will you not do that? Will you not do that? That hurts. Your claws are sharp. Little monkey. She's back in my lap. Oh, and she's upside down. She's the cutest little thing. She's purring now. Tail. Anyway, so the Moon Dragon, sorry, I went completely off piece there. Okay, is here. I am, ow. I'm currently at 6.56%, but bearing in mind 40% of it I'm not stitching. So I reckon if I'm stitching 60,000 stitches and I've done nearly 7, I'm probably at about 11% in reality of it. So I have put some stitches in. It looked like this in my last video. This cat is so naughty. Got glitter on my nose, I can see it. I upset my glitter. I've got one of those packs that's got like pots and pots of glitter that we used one Christmas to stick around polystyrene balls. It made a big mess, but I've still got the glitter. And last night it went from there to there, and of course I got this shower, so everything's a little bit glittery at the minute, like everything. Belle. I've got a funny little cat in my lap at the moment. Oh, she wasn't so cute. If you weren't so cute, I'd sing you out. But you're so cute. So my Moon Dragon is currently, make sure I've got them the right way around, here. Oh, look at my lovely sparkly. That's just my guide threads. So last night I tried to do these spikes so that it would actually look like I'd done something, and then that's his back. That's his back going up and around there. So he is complete to about here. There are a few little stitches along the top of his head which aren't black. So anything that isn't 310 I'm stitching, but because they're the colour of the fabric, they're incredibly hard to find and stitch, but I am stitching them in. And yeah, he's done to about, I think he's got a bit more of his cheek in now, and this bit here, and then that spike definitely I've done, and that one there definitely I've done. So I think this coming week I'm going to try and do the bottom of the moon, and then I can move him that way a little bit so that I can continue up. So I'm going to try and fill in my gaps, and then I'm going to try and do the bottom of the moon. So that's my three bits of cross stitch. that I have done this week. So I have done some progress. I'm really pleased with my progress. I've got a cat. She's sitting on me with her paw on my leg like this, and I can see her knuckles pushing through her fur. Oh, Belle, that's so sharp. She's not a talkative cat. She purrs, but she doesn't. The only time I ever hear her meow is first thing in the morning when she comes in and wants breakfast. She's very quiet. She occasionally makes a tiny little broopy noise, but she's a quiet cat. She's not a vocal cat. I didn't even hear her meow for about a year. Apparently she did meow. I kept hearing people say, "Oh, she's meowed." It would be like put it up on the family WhatsApp group. Belle meowed. I was like, oh, I didn't hear her. And then she's so quiet, but very naughty. She's very fast. She's one of these very slinky cats. She's got a very small head and a very long body and a very long tail. You know, she's one of those can fit in any little gap cats. Right, what's left? Giveaway, knitting. Show you my knitting because it's here. So I finished the bottom. Oh, my needle's jammed through. Hang on. So I needed 4mm double point needles because I'm on the sleeve, the stripy sleeves, and I've got a piece of glitter on the side of my nose. It's driving me bananas. And I went to my box of double pointed needles that I got from a knitting box that was what we call dead people's things, you know, house clearance. And I bought somebody's craft drawers, I think. And I got a box and it was full of double pointed needles. Like these boxes here, these all came out of the same lot. So they're very old stocking boxes. Seamless 20 denier crepe stretch micro mesh, size A, 8.5 to 9 inches. Is that the foot size? And the colour Romance. And this was the box they came out of. Sets 4 knitting pins. So these had the double-ended knitting needles in them. So I found the 4mm and they are a very early plastic. I mean, they've got a real... They're not like plastic is now, but they're marvellous. They're very, very light though. I'm used to knitting with like wooden 4-pointed needles because I use Knit Pros usually, but I couldn't find my 4mm. Wasn't going to hunt for them. Found these and they're doing the job. They're just light though. So here's my jumper. It looks very short. It does come down probably that much longer than my high waist jeans that I wear all the time. So it's not a crop jumper. I'm never going to have any of my body hanging out, but it does look very short. So here it is, and then there's Belly. There's my cat being bad. It's also very, very wide. I don't know why it's such an enormous size because it's going to be sloppy on me, but a sloppy jumper's fine sometimes. Good to go over a couple of extra layers. Belle, that's my hand. And as you can see, oh, Belle, that's my fingers. I have joined on and knitted, I'll close those little holes when I stitch the end in, and knitted the first, 1.5, 3 or 4 cent. Belle, stop that. 3 or 4 centimetres of the sleeve. And any time I'm just got a few minutes or I'm a bit tired and done stitching, but you can see already the stripe is going to be dramatically longer. It's just about to go pink. There is where the pink starts on the self-striping yarn there. You can see it's going to go pink very shortly. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get a whole stripe in on the sleeve before next time so we can see how long. I reckon this here, the pink, purple, pink and back to cream, is probably going to be about that much, because obviously instead of going right the way across the jumper, it's on the sleeve. So we'll see. Anyway, I've just thought I'd show it you because it was right here with these wonderful early plastic double pointed needles. I'm not very good at magic loop. I can do magic loop with a circular needle. I just find it makes my knitting, I always get a very loose stitch where I've had to feed it. So I'm much better with double points. I stitch with double points. I stitch with double points a lot, especially like these little guys here. They're knitted in with double point needles. And on that note, we're going to draw a winner. So let's see. It's been so long since I've done a giveaway. I really need a new phone case. Look how yellow. This was clear when I got it. Look how yellow it is. How many of us carry emergency money in the back of our phone case? Look, I'm a child. I still love it. I've got emergency get me home petrol money in the back of, or quick, the kids need an ice cream, or oh my god, we're desperate for a coffee. I've got free Costas in here as well, though, mind you, on my Costa card. So free coffee's always the way to go. I've got Lizzie's repeat prescription and emergency get me home money. But look at the state of this. It's hanging in there. Okay, that wasn't what I was doing. I'm going into YouTube. Oh, it's on go slow. I'm going to last video. Oh, right. She's at that blooming bunny again. You can't have it. She's a monkey. She really is. Okay, I want to share and copy the link. Copied. Got it. Okay, now I'm going into random comment. Random comment picker, YouTube. Doesn't really matter which one you use. There we go. Let's just tick the first one. Continue with my... Oh, I've used this one before. Right. So, found the page at last. So I'm going to put my paste. Filter based on a specific text, and I'm just going to put in the word, oh my god, I've got a thingy in there. Let's put an advert right across the thing. Just for the word yes, get YouTube comments. Sorry, my capture was wrong. Why is my capture wrong? Okay, let's go back in there. Oh, it was the wrong video, I think. Right, okay. That one there, share. Copy link, copied. Oh great, I'm doing so well. Let's go back, let's get rid of that. And let's go paste. Right. I'm going to stop my video, I'm going to work this out, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've sorted that out. I've gone to a different YouTube picker. It's allowed me to paste it. It says I've got 85 comments. People have commented yes in 85 separate comments. So I'm going to just pick a winner and see what goes. There we go. My winner is Karen Jones. She says congrats on your 2K and yes all across the board. So Karen Jones, I'm putting your comment up there. I'll put your name across here. Please message me on Instagram. I am emily.brind, and let me know where you are. Postal address is all I need. This little guy here is yours, Karen. I don't think I've come across you before. Got a couple of Karens, but I don't think I've come across you yet. So this is yours, and you're very welcome to him. And the other 15, I think, will be in my Etsy shop this afternoon. 17th of November. Okay. So there we go. So well done, Karen. Right. So my 1K giveaway, 4 prizes will be posted today. I promise. I'm going downstairs while this video is processing. I am going downstairs and I'm putting them in envelopes. I've pulled the addresses. I'm all sorted. Everything is there. Your stuff is as it was when I showed it back then. And next video, I'll be doing a 2K giveaway. It won't be just little bits and bobs of my stuff again. But next video, we'll be doing a 2K giveaway. Oh, I just remembered the other thing that's going up in the Etsy shop today is, we remember, some of us, the Flossmas from last year. I gave away a lot of these little guys. Well, I had the extras from the video, the video extras that didn't get turned into scissor fobs. I have 7. They are going in the Etsy shop this afternoon. I finished them off into, I added these bits to them, and they're going up in the Etsy shop this afternoon. So these guys here are, see Jessica, I've still got your needle minder. You will get this really soon. I'm hopeless. I'm hoping to sort these and get these all out before December. I mean, that gives me, what, 13 days, but I'm really hoping I'm going to do it so much faster than that. I'm so sorry, guys. The intention is there. The intentions are good. My execution, my intentions, A star. Execution, D. You know? But anything that was bought on from my Etsy shop before Tuesday has been posted. I've had, I think, 3 orders since then. They will be posted possibly today, hopefully today, with the winners. So I'm going to keep up. I'm going to do well. It's going to be fine. I'm going to stitch. You know, I'm really enjoying myself. I feel really good at the moment. My hours at work have come down a lot because at this time of year and this weather, it is awful. So November is a really slow month for us. December, we have a lot of Christmas lunches. We've got 3 separate parties, and some of the Christmas lunches are for 30 people. So a full on day for things like that. Bearing in mind that we are a 20-seat restaurant joined to a clubhouse. So we serve our golf members, and then we have a restaurant that we'll do small parties in, and then we have the marquee that we do big party nights. We've got 2 of those in December, so you'll have a little bit of them, like you got a little bit of them last year. You'll get what you get for Flossmas. You'll follow me along on my December. That's all I do. I just bring you along with my December, and if I do anything unusual or I do something fun, or I'll take a few little clips. You'll get an upload every day. And I usually run through to about Boxing Day. I usually do a wrap up about Boxing Day. We are closed. Work is closed. Look, observe my excitement. The 24th, the 25th, the 26th and the 27th of December, we are closed. I get 4 days off. Yes, I've got to use holiday. I still have holiday to use up though, because I haven't been on holiday this year and I haven't really taken much holiday. I'm going to take another photograph of Belle to show you how she's finally settled herself down. There. There's a picture of Belle as she is lying on me. Partly lying on me right now. So, yeah. Etsy today, there are floss drops. There's 20 something floss drops. There are a lot more floss drops to be listed. I just haven't smoothed them and photographed them yet. I need to smooth them, magnet them and then photograph them. They are made. I have a lot of stamp needle minders, but if you don't see one you like, don't worry, come back in a couple of weeks, there'll be more up there. CC. There's the Dragon's Eye needle minders, which are these guys, which still, that's my kind of pattern. That's the kind of pattern, shape, design I've settled on. They're all different. Every single one is different. Even if I use the same, piece of Fimo for the dragon, they're all different. The eye will be different. You'll never get two exactly the same because they're handmade. And then there's the tentacly ones. I think there's about a dozen of them going up. As I say, they take me an awful lot longer to make. And yeah, but I do like them very much. They also have a much bigger magnet on the back because they're quite thick through. So they've got a much bigger magnet, a much stronger magnet on them, as have the thread drops, because they have to carry a bit more weight than just a couple of needles. So they've got the bigger magnet on the back as well. So hopefully you like my stuff, and hopefully it's something nice to have. You know, I don't make anything that I don't like myself. That's the thing. That's kind of how I operate. So there. And there's scissor fobs, little scissor fobs, the bunny fobs, the Flossmas fobs, and there's also some fobs from before which the listings had deactivated after 4 months. So yes, I listed them over a year ago, but they were only up there for a couple of months. I listed them probably 2 years ago, and the listing then deactivated, so they haven't been available, if you see what I mean. They've been there and they've been in the shop, and I'm like, they never did sell. That's because nobody could buy them because the listing was deactivated. So there we go. Anyway, I will see you very shortly, hopefully another week, and we'll do a giveaway for 2k subscribers next video, when I've made something different and special and unique. It's all unique, but you know what I mean. It's not going to be one of many that goes in the shop. It's going to be something completely standalone. Figure out Flossmas. Yes, get my giveaway for, yes, you'll see me next week, because I'm going to get a giveaway sorted out for 2k before we jump into Flossmas, and then it's just a whirlwind Christmas from then. I've not done any Christmas shopping. My little boy has been through the toy book. My little boy, who's 10 and a half, and I thought, maybe not so much toys this year. Oh, was I wrong. He has circled and written, oh, bless his heart, he's written, I really want this. I really like that. This in this colour would be lovely. He's a sweetheart. So yeah, I've got lots of ideas for him. A few ideas for my girls. My girls being big, they don't need very much. I was going to say expect them. They don't need very much, and you know, it's hard once they get big. Yeah, so busy, but busy in a not flat out at work kind of way. I am off today, which is nice. So I'm doing my video, and then I'm going to go and sit in my conservatory, and I'm going to batter on with Etsy stuff. Right guys, I'll see you really soon. This is probably longer than I was intending it to be, but hey ho, they generally are. If I've got lots to talk about, I've got lots to show. I found so much stuff. I can make so much stuff. But hopefully you'll like it. Come look at my shop, come peruse. I've had so many shop likes, which is just lovely. Thank you so much. Honestly, it buoys me up so much. And I'll see you really soon. And I need to stitch something different. I'm loving my 3 pieces, but I need to stitch on something different. I'm crying out for something different. So we'll see what I come up with for next week. Okay? Right guys, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for all your kind comments. Seriously, all your kind comments. And I'll see you really soon. Bye for now. Bye.